Good evening, and welcome to the Museum of Making Music's first MoMM Home virtual concert, live from our stage in Carlsbad. I'm Jillian Harrington, and I have the pleasure of presenting live music here at the museum. The last time I was here on this stage was March 6th, and so much has changed since then. I'm really happy to be back here again tonight, sharing live music with you once again. And while it's a little weird talking to an empty room, I'm sure there are some familiar faces on the other side of the screen. Let's see, I know a few of you are there. Hi, Susan. Hi, Roy, Barbara, and John. Hi, June. Hi, Sam, Peggy, and Philip. Hi, Mom and Dad. And hello to all the new faces joining us tonight. I wish you were sitting in this room and smiling back at me. But right now, until we can gather again, this will have to do. It's been a long couple months, and I hope that music has helped you through these confusing and troubling times. I know for me, music has helped me cope, mourn, distract, and celebrate. It has been a constant comfort for millions of people around the world, and I hope that tonight, music will be a bright spot in your day. When we first talked about doing an audience-free concert from our stage, we had a big discussion about who to approach. Carl Verheyen was at the top of our list, and after a nice phone conversation, he was all in. But Carl's name didn't just come up because he's one of the most amazing musicians we know. It also came up because of his kind heart, his warm spirit, and his ability to light up a room with his smile, even if nobody's there. Thank you all for joining us tonight, for supporting the arts, and for supporting live music. It's going to be a long road to recovery for the performing arts, but through small steps and supporters like you, I'm very hopeful it will happen. And now for the music. Please join me in welcoming Carl Verheyen.
All right. Applause, applause, applause. Welcome to the Museum of Making Music, everybody. A room I've played in many times. We've sold out this room 2 nights in a row, a few years in a row here, and it's one of my favorite places to come down and play. I'm the Chuck Yeager. I'm the test pilot for their new streaming service, so I hope I get it right. And, anyway, I'm going to start by playing some blues for you. Well, I got to ride that lonesome train. My body's heavy and filled with pain. Hey, someday, baby, after a while, you'll be sorry. Yeah. My skies are cloudy, filled with rain. Takes you to wash my blues away. Hey, someday, baby, after a while, you'll be sorry. Oh, yeah. Trouble's trouble all the time. Hey, trouble's trouble way down the line. But I don't need no sympathy. So, darling, don't you give it to me. Well, I may be blue all the time. Yeah, but I know way down the line, say, baby, after a while, you'll be sorry. trouble all the time. Oh, trouble's trouble, way down the line. But I don't need no sympathy, so darling, don't you give it to me. Well, I may be blue all the time, yeah, but I know way down the line, someday, baby, after a while, you'll be sorry. That's the blues. I learned that from Freddie King, one of the King family, B.B. King, Albert King, and Freddie. And I'm going to try a song now, a John Lennon song. This one came out on my album called Alone, which is a solo guitar album, recorded by the brilliant Pat Colgan engineer. This one's called In My Life. Oh, yeah. And the place goes wild. All right? You know, I noticed something. I'm used to playing electric guitar with a strap. So when you're sitting down, it kind of wants to do this. But I figured I can't be strapping in every time I change guitars. So anyway. I've been using the grand pause. I call the coronavirus the grand pause. I've been using it to learn a new technique, and that is the technique of using the thumb pick. And the deal is I've played all over the world with these amazing pickers, and they have in these acoustic guitar concerts. These thumb pickers are incredible, and I've always gone, that's just a different lifetime. I'm going to learn that when I'm dead. You know, I'm a flat pick guy. That's it for me. But then these guys are good at flat pick too. So a few guys, I'll drop some names. Joe Robinson gave me this one. Tommy Emmanuel gave me a couple, and Doyle Dykes gave me a couple, and said, just do it. So I started seriously getting into it during the after the 15th of March when everybody's work went away. And I'm starting to get it. And every time I played this tune, this is a big Bill Brunzi arrangement of a song called The Glory of Love. Every time I would play it, my wife would come into the studio room and just start dancing. So I figured there must be something to it. This is The Glory of Love. Give a little, take a little, let your poor heart break, baby, little button baby. That's the glory of love. Win a little, lose a little, sometimes get the blues, baby, little button baby. That's the glory of love. Long as there's just the two of us, got the world in its charm. Long as there's just the two of us, hanging on to each other's arms. Baby, now we're just a little, lose a little, sometimes get the blues, baby, little button baby. That's the glory of love. All right. Long as there's just the two of us, we got the world in its charm. Long as there's just the two of us, holding on to each other's arms. Baby, now we're just a little, lose a little, sometimes get the blues, baby, little button baby. That's the glory of love. That's just the glory of love. Yeah, that's just the glory of love. That's just the glory of love. I didn't see her dancing. She's here. Mask free. Anyway, I did learn some traditional thumb pick type music, and I practice them every day. And at first it felt like I was strapping a chair to my thumb because I don't know what to do with this finger because it's so used to holding the flat pick, you know, but gradually it became a little bit easier. This is an old Civil War era tune called Farewell My Bluebell. Yeah. It's much more nerve-wracking to do a concert with nobody smiling, just darkness. I recently went down to work on my new album down in Miami, Florida, and I got the chance to record in a studio called Criteria. And it's a legacy studio like Abbey Road or Capitol or Sunset Sound or Village Recorders in LA. There's a lot of what we call legacy studios that have just been around for a real long time, and they're real temples of tone. They've recorded some of the best albums ever. And this studio down in Miami recorded all that Bee Gees music and Hotel California by the Eagles. But the record that really changed my life was, that was recorded there. Actually, a lot of records changed my life, but was Layla by Derek and the Dominoes. Layla and Other Love Songs, an assorted love song, something like that. And that record is just fantastic. Great songwriting, and of course it has Eric Clapton and Duane Allman, two of the best electric guitar players of all time. But a very interesting thing happens at the very end of the record. There's a little song played on acoustic guitar, sung by the keyboard player, and it's called Thorn Tree in the Garden. And it's just a beautiful little song. It closes out the record after the big song, Layla, the big hit song. And I come to find out he wrote it about his dog running away. So I'm going to do it for you right now. This is called Thorn Tree in the Garden. There's a thorn tree in the garden, if you know just what I mean. And I hate to hurt your feelings, but it's not the way it seems. And I miss her. She's the only one I've cared for, the only one I've known. And no one's ever shared more love than we alone, and I miss her. And it all seems so strange to see she will never turn her back on me, leave without a last goodbye. And if she winds up walking the streets, loving every other man she meets, who'll be the one to answer why? Oh, I hope it's not me. And if I never see her face again and never hold her hand, she winds up in somebody's arms, I know I understand, 'cause I miss her. Lord, I miss her. Maybe someday soon, someday. Uh-oh. Hold it. Okay. That's wacky. I'm trying to learn how to use the looper too. I mean, I know how to do it. I just have a primitive looper where you have to kick it a bunch of times before it does anything. Maybe I should invest in a real good looper since I am a professional at this time. All right, I know my dad bought a ticket to this event, so I'm going to play a song for him. This is called Autumn Leaves. A little fast, but I don't know who wrote that song, but it's a very haunting melody, Autumn Leaves. Speaking of haunting, I'm going to try another blues. This one has the most perfect blues title of all time. It's called Good Morning Judge. Because that can't be a good day. Let's try this. They arrested my baby, accused her of selling moon. arrested my baby, accused her of selling moon. Well, they found whiskey, but it wasn't even in her room. Good morning, Judge. Judge, how do you do? Yeah, good morning, Judge. Judge, how do you do? Well, I just came down here now to have a few words with you. Please, Judge, listen to my plea. Yeah, please, Judge, listen to my plea. And let my sweet baby come on home to me. Good morning, Judge. All right. Now for something entirely different. I want to play a song that was a hit song back in the 60s, I believe. And I played it on my record, Solo Guitar Improvisations. I was trying to think of the very last tune on earth that Chet Atkins would ever record in his beautiful style. And the song that came up with was Sunny Afternoon by the Kinks. Oh, yeah. Something slipped. I don't know how it happened, but this thing just went tragically out of tune. I'll fix it. Also, seems like it got quiet. Since I am the Chuck Yeager of the Museum of Making Music's live streaming, there's got to be some pilot error here and there. I just didn't think it would be on my part. Anyway, let's see. What am I going to do now? I'm going to tune this bad boy down to a D. You won't have to listen to that. I'm going to switch this out of here into there. You won't have to watch that. I got people for this normally. Okay. All right, we're back. We're back in tune. We're back composure. Here's a song of mine from the first solo guitar album I did. It's called Partington Cove, which is about a little cove that's only accessible by a fire road up in Big Sur. And don't go there because I don't want anybody else to know about it. I got a chance to record this with the great Eddie Kramer as an engineer. As you know, he recorded all the Jimi Hendrix stuff. And he brought a camera and he took my picture at the session. I said, "Why are you taking my picture?" And he pulled out these two amazing photo albums with everybody he's ever worked with in there. Traffic, Led Zeppelin, the Rolling Stones, of course, all the Jimi Hendrix music and stuff. And I went, man, I'd love to be in that book, but who knows if I made it to the book. Right. That's my baritone guitar. I've never bought a baritone guitar. They've always been gifts. This one was a gift from my bass player, Dave Murata. And the one I got before this was a gift from the great Alan Holsworth, the late Alan Holsworth. So I'm a lucky guy to have all these cool berries. Have cool berries laying around the house. All right. We're back for a little more tuning. I got a story to tell. I was 15 years old, just got my learner's permit, so 15 and a half. And my family took a driving trip up to Canada. I know that I got to drive some of the way, which was really a thrill. And we went all the way up to the city of Banff, way up there. And we stayed up there for a few days, and Glacier National Park, all that stuff. It was really a fun trip. And at one point, I'm the oldest kid, so the other kids would have been 13, 11, and 9. My parents go, hey, get in the car, kids. We're going to go over to the Lake Louise Chateau because Mom and Dad want to have a cocktail in the lobby. So we pile in the car and we drive up to Lake Louise. And they say, okay, kids, go out to the lake, skip some stones, get lost. But as we're walking through the lobby, I spy this big white grand piano. And I had just taught myself to play the intro to Bridge Over Troubled Water. And so, arrogant 15-year-old kid, he goes, who cares? I go over there, I play it, I start playing it. And right when I get to the big E flat chord, over my right shoulder, I hear this, when you're weary, and it's Garfunkel, Art Garfunkel. Now, he was probably checking in over there at the front desk, and he probably thought, hold on a second, I got to go blow this kid up. So he went over, and he started singing the tune right behind me. And, of course, I don't know how to play the piano. I'm 15. And, of course, I look over his shoulder and practically froze to death. But it was a real great experience. And I told my parents, hey, you won't believe it, I'm playing it. They go, yeah, whatever. But years later, I got a good friend, drummer, who plays in Garfunkel's band. I said, man, you got to ask Garfunkel. Does he remember this? Lake Louise Chateau, 1969. kid playing in the piano. He asked him. Garfunkel listened to the whole story and goes, nah. So it probably happened to him more than once. But anyway, I wrote this little song. I'm going to call it, it's on my new record coming out later this year. And I'm going to call the song Garfunkel. Younger than a whiskey jack at daybreak, was skipping crazy stones out on the lake. Yonder stands the chateau, and through a misty rainbow, marble stairs and the chandeliers outclass me. 15-year-old kid too young to play. Piano there so grand, but youth will make a stand. Ivory so beckoning today. And I turn around when I hear the voice. Never weary, but I'm feeling small. Paralyzed, but I got no choice. This pair of hands got the inspiration, paradise and my soul's salvation. I'll be hanging on now, it's all too real. Sailing on with the silver boy, it's alright. 'Cause I know that you're sailing right behind. I prove my dedication with a child's imagination. It's you and me, but the doorman may be wide. Then I turn around when I hear the voice. Never weary, but I'm feeling small. Paralyzed, but I have no choice. This pair of hands got the inspiration, paradise and my soul's salvation. I'll be hanging on now, it's all too real. Simon says there's a mother and child reunion, but I don't want this dream to find the end. The room is spinning round me, and if they never found me, that's okay, 'cause the big time's round the bend. Such a sweet and a soulful sound. I'm paralyzed, but I have no choice. Paradise got the inspiration, paradise and my soul's salvation. I'll be hanging around now, it's all too real. La 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la. Yeah. Garfunkel. All right. Now what? Okay, now we got to go like this. Wait. Pull this out. Different guitar. I'm going to play a song now. It's an old movie theme. It's from the movie Local Hero, which is a beautiful soundtrack by Mark Knopfler. I had the pleasure of playing with Mark Knopfler in a hotel bar in Boston in 1985. And it was a fun experience. He's a very soulful musician. So this song is a song he wrote for the movie, and not too many people know about that movie. Burt Lancaster was in it. It's set in the Highlands of, well, it's actually set on the east coast of Scotland, way up in the north. And this song really brings that feeling home to me, that Scottish Highlands. It's a theme from Local Hero. Mark Knopfler. Let's see here. I'm going to tune the D string down to a C, which is unheard of. You never want to do that. And then I'm going to put a capo on the 5th fret. Let's see how that works. Not very well. Tune it up a little bit better. Okay. Here's a song I wrote for the Grand Design album. Came out a couple years ago. It's called Beyond My Reach. I got to say, guitars hate air conditioning. And so they turned it off, and then the guitars went, what? It's not cold? Especially acoustic guitars. Luckily, I have these little built-in tuners on the back. They look like this. It's cool. Beyond my reach. Walking street cafe on a bright fall day, sunlight finds her hair. Everybody stares, I don't care. Share a deeper talk on our mountain wall. Trail goes through the clouds. We're high above the crowds, no sound. She can't take me to this place with a smile upon her face. Rhymes of age, the songs fulfilled. In time our love grows strong. Until her, it was beyond my reach. Pictures on my wall for all to see. Pays like cannonball, pays melody so free. Of the ocean roaring, rocky wild seashore, and diamonds ride the wave. Memories to save, I know. She can't take me to this place with a smile upon her face. The rhymes of ageless songs fulfilled. In time our love grows strong. Until her, was beyond my reach. Yeah, beyond my reach. Yeah, beyond my reach. She will never realize that a flash from her blue eyes has made me who I am today, a man forever changed. And I say, love, it's not beyond my reach. Oh yeah. Now That's called Goodbye Pork Pie Hat, and I was kind of inspired to play it. It wasn't on this set list. It was just that I ended in the key of F, and I went, that might be kind of nice. It's in the key of F also. I got a couple more songs for you. Is there still time? Keep rolling? All right. Okay. This next song is... This next song is one that I wrote when my band started playing extensively in Northern Ireland. And it kind of went down like we were playing in Vienna, and somebody from Ireland was there, and from Northern Ireland, Belfast. And it was kind of during the times of the Troubles back in 2003, 2004. And she said, would you ever consider playing in Belfast? And I go, yeah. If I had a concert promoter there, we could bring the band up there. So finally she arranged something, and we got a concert promoter, and my band went to play, and we played in this big gymnasium, and it was sold out 2 nights in a row. These people were really starved for music. So the whole time I'm there, they talked about 2 guys, Rory Gallagher, the famous Northern Ireland guitar player, whose album Irish Tour is just a tour de force of blues rock, and another cat named Henry McCullough. And Henry is he was in McCartney. He was with McCartney, the original guitarist in Wings, right? Played that fantastic guitar solo on My Love Does It Good, or whatever that song's called. Then he went on to join Joe Cocker and the Grease Band and everything, and he was at Woodstock singing, "Do you need anybody?" He's that guy with the big glasses. So they were talking about Henry, and he's a local dude, still alive. So we said, well, have him come down and sit in with us. So he came down and sat in, and it was really fun. The guy was a really cool guy, and he invited us to his farm. And the beautiful thing was, at the farm, it's just a free-range affair. Like, there's chickens, goats, geese, sheep, all these animals just walking around, even some peacocks and stuff. And they're just walking around the farm freelancing. But there was one animal in a pen who was quarantined, for lack of a better word, and it was the donkey. And the donkey in Northern Ireland is a weird thing, because like they had billboards for McDonald's, like you could win first prize if you entered this contest. First prize was a donkey. And I'm thinking, what if you live in an apartment, or a flat as they call it? Anyway, so Henry had a donkey, and of course I had brought my little son over there. I think he was about 8 years old, and he had come at the end of the tour with my wife, and they went into my son climbed over the fence and went in with the donkey, and Henry said in his Irish brogue that I can't even begin to imitate, he said, be careful, because the donkey gets very ornery sometimes. Anyway, sure enough, 5 minutes later, my son comes racing out. His name's Jeff. Jumps over the fence. Donkey's chasing him out. He flies over the fence, just a total hand sprint thing, and he lands on a chicken. And he totally flattens this poor chicken, and all the barnyard animals were pissed. I mean, they started squawking and squealing, and pigs, and anyway, so Henry and I, we went into the parlor, and we started to drink some wine, and he had a few guitars in there. And I picked up one, and I started writing this song, and it's called Henry's Farm. And I promised to be in tune. This was in tune for the last song. Tuned at the factory. All right. I don't want to keep you guys up. Henry's Farm. Oh, yeah. All right. I might have blown that. Let's try that again. I feel it. Now I got it. Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. War is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Picket lines and ticket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Got to talk to me so you can see, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on. All right. Mother, everybody says we're wrong. Yeah, but who are they to judge us simply because our hair is long? No, you know we've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Ticket signs and picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me so you can see, yeah, what's going on. Tell me what's going on. Oh, what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Let's try that again now. I got the groove now. Yeah. That's it. What's Going On? Marvin Gaye's song. So that's all I know for tonight. It's probably about a good time to stop. What do you think? Should I do one more or call it a night? You guys have any? Have we gone over the requested time, required time?
Yes, we fulfilled our obligation.
We fulfilled our obligation. Hey, everybody! Thanks so much for listening tonight on your Saturday night. We really appreciate you being here and support this wonderful museum. The Museum of Making Music is a wonderful place to come down, bring your kids, check out all the great musical instruments they have, and I mean, there's stuff that I'm always getting an education when I walk through this museum. So it's been a pleasure trying to play for you guys tonight, and I learned a few things. Never play electric guitar sitting down without a strap, with slippery pants. What else did I learn? Loopers are trouble. Don't play with a looper. And anyway, thanks to Jillian and Carolyn and BJ and all the guys here. And I hope to see you live here next time. All the best.